Hi everyone. Today we will talk about NSGs and ASGs, which are the two types of securities available in Azure to filter the traffic. So NSG is a network security group, and ASG is an application security group. What NSG helps us achieve is basically we can filter the traffic based on the inbound outbound rule. It works on 5 tuple hash. Basically, it uh, filters the traffic based on source IP, destination IP, source port, destination port, and protocol. On the basis of these, it has the ability to allow or block the traffic. What is ASG? ASG is an application security group. Any traffic coming on NSG, if you want to filter out further, you can achieve that with the help of ASG. Just like you have certain set of machines on the same subnet, providing a specific kind of role, and you want to forward that traffic to that specific VMs, that you can achieve using ASG, which will be assigned on the NSGs. So today we will do a demo of it. Let me just show you uh, the diagram. So I will have a client here. The client will be forwarding the traffic to NSG on Azure, and we will be utilizing two types of traffic, RDP and IS or web traffic. So NSG will further filter out traffic based on ASGs. It will forward RODP traffic to the RDP VM, and it will forward web traffic to IIS VM. Okay, so let's get started. Let me just show you my Azure portal to show you what all things I have already built. So if I go to my virtual network, I have already set up the virtual network with the name as my VNet. And under that, I have a subnet called my sub1, which is on 10.5.1.0/24. Exactly the same one, what I've illustrated in the diagram. Now, after that, I will also show you my ASGs if I have already created that. Let me just show you ASGs. Okay, there are two ASGs I have already provisioned. One is IS and RDP. It is nothing. It does not have any rules. It's just that the name you need to define. That's it. Okay. So if I show you my IS, it does not have any IS rule as such. And also it does not have any kind of RDP rule as such in the RDP ASG. Okay. Now, till here, this is clear. Now I'll provision the NSG. Let's go here and look for network. So there are two, network security group and network security group classic. Go for this network security group. So I'll create here under same resource group, my RG. This is my NSG. My NSG is the network security group that I'm creating. Okay. Once this network security group is provisioned, I need to attach this to the subnet inside the virtual network. So I'll go here. I'll go here under subnet. Go here. And this is the place where you attach my NSG. Okay. So let me show you what all things we have achieved. We have created a virtual network. Inside that virtual network, we have created a subnet. Inside that subnet, I have created a NSG and NSG, and I have also created ASGs. Okay. Now let's see if we can provision this RDP and ISVM. Okay. So I'll go here. I'll go to virtual machines, and looks like RDP VM I have already provisioned with the public IP assigned to it. And if I show you the virtual network that it's pointing to, it is pointing to same my VNet. Okay, and as of now, if you see, there is no RDP port allowed. So RDP communication is not allowed. So if I try to connect, I won't be able to connect. Issue. Okay. This shows that the traffic is going till NSG. This is the NSG attached. And as NSG has certain inbound rules, and these inbound rules are any traffic, okay, allow any traffic on any port, any protocol, source virtual network, which means within the same virtual network. But I'm trying to connect from my machine. So this is not, so this traffic will not be allowed. Apart from that, this is from Azure Load Balancer. This is also allowed, but everything will be blocked. So there is no RDP rule as of now in the NSG attached to this particular VM. And this NSG is coming to VM from the virtual, from the subnet, basically on the virtual network. So if I want to allow RDP, I need to create a rule here. So if I show any source, any range, any destination, and service RDP, you want to allow, priority is 200. Lower the priority, the higher the access of that particular policy. So allow RDP. So lower the priority, higher is the precedence. And now you can see RDP is allowed. I'll just go here. I'll just first show you my network security group, which is my this. Okay, and you can see RDP is allowed, and same is inherited on the VM. If I go here, networking, you see this is allowed. So if I try to take this now, it should work. See, this is working. Okay, but we don't need to create such policy. I need to basically achieve this using the ASG. Okay. So what I will do now, I will go to my NSG and I'll go here. I'll delete this RDP. Once this is removed, basically the machine will not be able to take the RDP again. I go here. It will, it should not work ideally. Let me just cross check. Yeah, it should not work. Let me just check. This is where I'm connecting. This should not work idly. I'll just cross check why it is working now. Because the rule says there is no RDP access. So, let me try accessing one more time. See, this is blocked. Okay, probably the policies which I've created may have taken some time, but this is blocked. Okay, so now how we can allow this? As you can see that I have already created application security. So what we will do here, I will just allow the inbound rule. Any source, any port range, destination can be any, or we can point to a specific, but destination can be any. Services RDP, destination application security group, RDP. So any traffic coming to this or forward it to destination, this application security group. Service RDP allow. You can say RDP allow. Okay. Now, in that particular machine, I go RDP. This should still not work because on we are forwarding the traffic to the ASG, but ASG is not mapped to the VM. So go to networking, this application security group, configure RDP. Now, any traffic for RDP coming to NSG, NSG is forwarding it to ASG, and ASG knows it is mapped to this RDP VM. So the traffic will be forwarded to the RDP VM. So if I try to show you the connectivity now, I'm able to connect. Okay. Now comes the connectivity for the second VM, which is the IS1. IS1 I have not provisioned, so I'll create IS machine. And IS machine is going to be created exactly the same way how RDP machine is created. So ISVM, my ISVM 2016, I'll pick. Okay, inbound port none. This is none. You can see network security group, it selected none because it knows that there is my NSG attached to this particular subnet. Okay. And same thing I have selected when I created the RDP machine. Create. So now since RDP port is not allowed on this particular machine, I won't be able to take RDP. Just show you that. Once the VM is ready, I'll try to take RDP session and it will not function. But if I try to take RDP from within the same subnet, it should work. Okay, the machine is ready now. This is the machine. Check the status. Machine is in the machine is in the running state. I'll first try to take RDP using the public IP just to show you that it is working or it's not working. So as mentioned earlier, it will not work because the RDP port is not allowed externally. But if I try to connect on private IP from within a same subnet VM, that should work. Okay, this is working. So what we have achieved so far, you can see from client machine, both RDPs are hitting. So each machine has a public IP assigned to it. But when the traffic is coming to NSG, NSG has a ASG attached to it, and ASG is only attached to this particular machine. So this and in the RDP ASG, we have allowed the RDP communication. So that is why we are able to connect to this particular machine, but we are not able to connect to this particular machine. Okay. Now, what we can do, I can show you that if we are trying to access this RDP, I'm sorry, the web access, that should work. So in order to show you the web access, I need to install IIS role inside the VM first. So I'll try to connect to this particular machine and I'll install IIS role. So far, I hope it's clear to you guys how NSG and ESGs are functioning together to route the traffic to the specific node or specific VM. Okay. Now, in order to show you the web traffic, I am installing IIS role. And this is the PowerShell. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm installing IIS role, and post that I am adding a page is start.htm, and in that particular page I am adding value hello world from and the server name. Okay, so this is also done. So if I just show you accessing this first, how does it look like? Okay. Anyways, the traffic is hitting the web server. Okay. So now, if I just try to access this IS VM on this, will it function? It will still not work because I have not allowed web traffic from this NSG. So I will allow web traffic to be forwarded to this particular VM. And after that, you should see that this page will come up. Okay. So now I will go back to my Azure portal. Okay. So in the Azure portal, I will go to the NSG first, my NSG, inbound rule, add inbound rule, source from any machine, source port range could be any, destination is also any, should coming on custom, destination port either 80 443 protocol is TCP, allow priority, web hyphen allow. Destination would be we are forwarding any source related to the web should be forwarded to IS ASG. ASG is the application security group which I have created here. So I am forwarding the web traffic to the application security group. Okay. Now after that also it will not work because that ASG doesn't know where it needs to forward the traffic. So in order to achieve that, I need to go to the ISVM and I need to do the mapping for the ASG. If I go here, networking, application security group, edit, and I have to map this IIS here. Once this is done, if I try to access this, see, this started working. So that is how we are filtering or moving the traffic or forwarding the traffic to a specific VM with the help of ASG, which I mean ASG and ASG is mapped to the same NSG. So both RDP and the IS traffic is coming to the NSG and that NSG is further forwarding the traffic to the specific VM based on the ASGs we have created. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.